Basically, we're a collection of artists who are working. So everyone works out of this space, and then we also offer classes here, and we are also very focused on our gallery here. So we offer not only a place to work, but a place for people to show art. I'm Laura Gomel, and I am the director here at 317 Art Collective. I started in high school. I applied to various art schools from high school, and I chose to go to the American Academy of Art, which is more of a commercial art leaning than some of the other art schools out there. I was trying to be practical at that time, and I got a degree in illustration. And it's a very, very work-heavy school. So unlike many other colleges or art schools, we were required to be in class a full day, 5 days a week. And all you took your whole first year was 3 hours of life drawing a day, and then you had 3 hours of something called fundamentals, which is like color theory and different things like that. And then the next year was very similar, but then you picked a major. So after that like super intense schedule, I got really burnt out for a while. And then, you know, that didn't last forever because it never does. And then I went back to Columbia College and went through their painting program. And then after that, I decided I was done with school. So during that time, I started showing in different places, and I spent most of my life in Chicago. So I was in Chicago for 27 years, and probably 22 of those at least was kind of starting to get my foot in the door and you know, showing at smaller places, trying to apply to show at bigger places and getting turned down, you know. So it's in retrospect, everything's been a learning experience. You know, there's always rejection that I remember being very upset about not getting into this major gallery, and then now looking back, it makes sense to me that why I didn't get in, because I wasn't ready yet. So and then I was doing murals there for a living, and, you know, faux finishes and different things like that. I guess the most important thing about growing my work is just to keep working. That's the only thing, you know, you can do, because not the most talented person that you knew in high school at that level, if they stayed at that level, they could not continue as an artist for a career. So no matter how much natural talent you have, or how much everyone thinks you're great, you have to keep working and working and working like anything else if you want to be good. So the people that you're seeing that are successful in art and who are making a living in art, and you're constantly seeing their work in public places and things like that, it's a myth that it comes from talent. It is coming from hard work. People are working a full-time job at being an artist. I would say life drawing is the most important, because it's kind of like anything else, you know. It's easy for someone who doesn't know like the whole story to look at an artist, say like Picasso, or you know, an abstract artist, and say like, oh, well, they don't, you know, I don't need life drawing because I'm going to do abstract art and stuff. But it's kind of like, the way I look at it is, if you're building a house, you want to make a foundation that's sturdy, and technique is your foundation. So one of the hardest things people can draw is a person, and I think it never gets boring. You can always learn how to do it better. I would say that being in the industry, I get to be around the best, quickest, most intelligent, on the creative people on the planet. And when you get into a group like that, no matter what city you're in, you kind of find your family. And being around all those people makes me better, because when you're bouncing off ideas and, you know, how do we solve this problem, or what can I do for this show coming up, and things like that, and you hear their input, it really just makes you a better artist.